What do you got?
We're back on Mr. Wiggins. The jail calls came through.
Sure. And
he does call her 3 times from the jail. They speak for a combined almost hour, I believe. He does talk about various aspects of this case, or not the BPO, of the aggravated assault.
but the idea is that, and what you guys relate to us was that he was threatening.
I listened to about half of the totality of the calls.
He's not supposed to have contact with her regardless.
Yes, Judge.
To me, the scary thing was that what was relayed to us is that he was threatening.
So when I listened to the calls, what it sounded.
This is a jail phone privileges battle tied to an aggravated assault case and a no-contact order. A defendant, a victim, and a judge walking a tightrope. Watch for a decision that risks either isolation or renewed abuse of access.
Are reportedly getting back to him what her activities are, who she's talking to. And part of it sounded a little bit just like gossip, but if I'm being honest, Judge.
Please.
But he was telling her, he was talking about the facts of the aggravated assault, saying that you do what she shouldn't have been there. She was warned when you hang out not to be around this guy, Don J, and that when you're around gangsters, you get shot, and that it was kind of her own fault.
Which, while stupid, is not threatening.
So,
well, I guess it was how it was said, right?
My understanding of it is it's more like, you've done screwed up.
The way he's saying it to her totally could be threatening.
But my conversation with the DA is that they were not threatening calls so much as him just being too stupid to talk about what had already happened, and him to admit to on the phone to committing felonies.
But he's still trying to keep tabs on her. It's witness intimidation.
I think that keeping tabs on her is somebody saying, I saw her at the club kind of stuff, not I followed her.
When you hang out with gangsters.
If you live by the sword, you die by the sword. I don't remember where that was written, but it's generic language.
Be that as it may, where do we go from here?
If his phone privileges are brought back, then I don't know what's to stop him from speaking to the complainant again. When the first call he makes to the complainant's cell phone, her mother picks up, and she tells him, "What are you doing? You know you're not supposed to talk to her. You know this is a recorded line." And he says, "I don't care." So.
Is he here?
Yes.
Can you bring him out?
Give me a few minutes, Your Honor.
Take your time. No worries.
He's in the separate cell. Do you want to give him the shut up speech, or should I give him the shut up speech?
I've given it to him, so it may be
Okay.
good coming from Dad as well.
Okay.
A number of times the complaining witness is like, "You shot me," and he goes, "This is a recorded line, so I can't say things I would normally say."
We know how he really feels. He's no respect for women whatsoever. And it's unfortunate. Well, the thing is that as soon as he gets out of here, the way he is now, he's shown us how he's going to be. And the minute he gets out, he's going to continue to act the way that he's done. He shows no remorse. He shows no care for the rule of law. And it's unfortunate.
All great things to take into consideration during sentencing, Judge.
And bond conditions.
Well,
because if I relent on the bond conditions, it's going to happen again.
It's not a condition of bond. It's a restriction of his incarceration. He's not on bond.
I told him not to have contact with her. Not only is he using the phone to have contact with her, but he is using other people's spin to have contact with her. So he knows not only am I not supposed to, and I'm saying it on the phone, but I'm using other people to subvert, to be able to even have more contact with her.
Not arguing the case shouldn't exist, just arguing that he should be able to contact counsel and his other friends and family through his incarceration. At this point, he's restricted to solitary. He's in the same room for 23 hours a day. Some kind of movies in the past I've watched have talked about how that's bad for you. I could quote studies if I could find them.
Shawshank? You talking about Shawshank?
No, there was a great one with Morgan Freeman.
Shawshank.
That's Shawshank.
No. Sorry. I should have rephrased that. with a very, very young Morgan Freeman, where he came out like feral because he'd been locked in a cage for so long. This is like 20 years before Shawshank. By the way, the best Stephen King adaptation ever, Shawshank. Good enough that you wouldn't have known it was Stephen King.
That's true.
Yeah.
Great.
I'll say this is the second most shut and dry VPO I've seen.
Oh, yeah, well,
Yeah. Besides one where the defendant called 911 herself. And
I'm not arguing PC. Here, I'm gonna give you the polite version. Yes, sir. No, sir. Okay. But really don't talk. Okay.
Michelle, we're having a hearing, one of the multitude of hearings with you today, Mr. Wiggins, because your lawyers are asking me to reinstate your phone privileges. And the problem with this is that the only way that we can really restrict your phone privileges is to put you in what amounts to almost solitary confinement. You know, put you in a room where you have no access to a phone, because from what I've learned is when you're in general population, there's a phone on the wall and you get access to that phone whenever you want. We've repeatedly asked you not to have contact with the complaining witness, and you repeatedly do this. And you flaunt the rules and
I hit the pause button. Legally, his complaining witness is victim, the girl. Just making sure you understand who he's talking about.
And the really unfortunate part that I think in all this, Mr. Wiggins, is that the way you are now and the way that you've acted throughout this entire case is that when you do get out back into the free world, I think it's just going to continue. And I don't know if you've learned anything. You know, I mean, women, you have to respect them. You treat them nice. That's what we do. You should treat them with respect, care, love.
Legally, this is simple but brutal. Phones in general population are accessible and every call is recorded. No contact means no contact, direct or through proxies. Reinstating privileges risks witness interference. Keeping him isolated risks due process concerns and humane confinement standards.
Put you back in Gen Pop. I know it's going to happen again. You're going to continue to do what you say you're doing, what you're going to do. It's like when I tell my kid not to do something and they do it over and over, they tell me, sorry, okay, I'm not going to do it again. I know that they're going to do it again. So what your lawyers are asking for me to do is to reinstate your privileges, but I'm scared to do it. What do you think? Stay?
I'm going to defer to the court, Judge. I'm honestly not sure on what the best course of action is. He has been calling the complainant.
How long has it been in? A week? Week and a half? Maybe 2 weeks?
It's been about a week since you
Yes.
ordered.
10 days, I believe.
Since he's been in or since he's had segregation?
Segregation?
Yeah, 10 days.
How's it been?
Boring.
What's going on with the felony case? Where are we headed?
So he has a setting on the 12th. I notified the felony attorney about all of this. The only advice she gave me was to continue working up my case.
Is there an offer in the felony case?
Which court is the felony?
There's in the 263rd.
It's a 269.
I know the court. I don't remember the judge's name. Not one to move slowly, though.
It's Melissa Morris.
No,
Thank you.
Yeah, Melissa Morris.
That's right, Melissa.
It's the classic. I have cases there, but I'm terrible with names, Judge.
There's no offer on the felony cases yet.
Have they been indicted?
I would assume with him admitting to committing them on a phone, Judge, that the offers will be severe. And due to the nature of the conduct, I believe that the offers will likely be severe. Speaking with my client, I think it will be unlikely that he'll be able to make bail on the 5 or 6 cases, however many it is.
So if I reinstate the privileges now, how do we have him monitored so that we know he's not to contact?
The only way we could is to have somebody listen to the calls, sit there and listen. I don't know if they, as far as what we've talked about, I don't think they can just ban numbers.
If I reinstate it now, are you going to have someone that listens to the calls?
My job when I was an intern.
We would have to just continuously request them and see what numbers he's calling. So
The victim has been very on board, I believe, with the case and has contacted the DA's office when there's been an.
We've heard monitoring is possible only if someone continuously reviews calls, and even a deputy already flagged contact. If privileges return, enforcement becomes a vigilance test. Do you trust warnings to work, or is isolation the safer call?
and I will be clear, she's not the one who reported this to us.
Oh, the mother.
No, it was the deputy who was listening in. So
let's do this. I'll give him another chance. Okay, I mean, you're not getting out of jail. I'm just putting you back into Gen Pop. But I'm going to tell you now, if I find that it happens again, if you have contact with this person again, if you try to use someone else's SPIN number to make any phone calls, if you contact any witness in this case, I'm going to put you back into that room and you will stay there until the cases are done. Do you understand? What did I just say?
He's not going to spend them and don't call nobody on check.
Who are you not to call? Who?
What's names? What's the girl's name?
You don't have to say the name, just who is the person you're not supposed to call? The complaining witness.
Final ruling. Phone privileges reinstated with a zero tolerance warning. Any contact with the complaining witness or proxy dialing sends him back to near solitary, with new felony exposure for protective order violations. What's your take on this ruling? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more dramatic courtroom moments.